needs its first oil change is at about it's like 1,100 kilometers, so for the first change. And I don't know why, but I'm really excited to do this oil change. So the first thing you do, I see that this is a Yamaha 2020 MT-03, and I see that the oil light is on for this first 1,000 kilometers, which is a bit over. So I'm just warming up my bike, and I want to check the oil glass, so hold on. Now this part is a little complicated just because the oil glass is right here, but I need to tilt it forward, so I'm going to try to balance this somehow. One sec. So I'm balancing this on my knee in some kind of weird squat, but as I see the oil glass is bouncing out, it is kind of dark and it's also kind of low. So we're going to check it out. You just want to make sure there's no like metallic flakes or it's not cloudy. So one second. We need some basic tools here. So what I got is the good old oil drain pan, and you're gonna need a 4mm Allen key for these bolts holding the drain belly pan. You're gonna need some gloves. You're gonna need a filter wrench. You're going to need a socket wrench with 12mm for the drain bolts, so socket wrench right here. And you're going to need motorcycle oil. Make sure it says motorcycle on it. And yeah, let's begin. Remember to keep the bolts attached to the belly drain pan just so you don't lose them. There's like bolts and bolts and washers and stuff like that. Make sure you get them all in a pile. Let's remove this belly out, which is a lot more harder than it seems. I can see why they wanted you need like, I think the T version of this where you could twist it better. I need to use this little thing, but you know, I'm using it and it works, so it's good. So now you can remove the fuel cap. We're gonna fill it in. Now, before we get to the juicy part and we like take all the oil out, we've got to make sure the bike is warmed up. So pause. Now, I don't want to misinform anyone. I did warm it up before I took out the belly pan. I don't think you should warm up your bike when you have things open and stuff like that, you know? So warm it up before the whole process. But yeah, here we go to the juicy part. With a 12mm ratchet, you're gonna go to the drain bolt right here. Oh, you can't see, hold on. Squeeze it in a little bit more. Hopefully you could see the Yamaha MT03 drain bolt is right there. And that's where all the oil's gonna come out of. So I got my socket wrench, 12mm, and I'm gonna, you don't want to over torque this and get cross threads, because then you're gonna have to replace the whole thing and it's gonna be really expensive. So make sure you're going the right way, and the most you want is 14 foot-pounds, which is about a little, you know, corner. So I'm gonna make sure this is the right way. I want to go left because it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Okay, just change this one. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, there we go. You ready? Oh my god, here we go. I don't know, you probably want gloves too. There it is. Ugh. you want to look for in the oil is you want to make sure there's no metallic pieces, and you don't want to see any milkiness. You know, yeah, I see just a lot of bubbles. Also, oh shoot, if you do spill any oil, get sand or kitty litter and broom that up. You want to dispose of oil properly. You're just gonna wait until it just starts dripping, and that is how you get the oil out. You know, you can tell the oil is really old when it gets really dark, really black, because that's a bad sign. Right now it's not too, it's dark, it's not like golden, which means it's old and stuff, which is good. So yeah, that is the fun part. All right, this video just might be for myself, or if there's any other like bicycle savvy people that have done oil changes. This looks like, I don't see any metallic pieces in it, but I don't know like what cloudy is. This, I don't know if this, I don't think it's cloudy, so that I hope there's no water in it. I know I've left it out in the rain a lot. I need a cover for it, so I don't know. If you think this is like good to go and it's not cloudy, please comment and let me know. Okay, next is we're gonna take out the oil filter, and you want to replace it. Make sure you go and get the correct oil filter. You get the correct oil. It has to be motorcycle oil for motorcycles. The clutch is a wet clutch, which means, I think it means like it's the same oil for all the gears, so it can't be too slippery like car oil. And also every oil change, you want to get a new washer for your drain bolt. So you can see right here, this is the drain bolt, this is the washer. You want to replace that. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. All right, next, remove it, the oil filter right here with oil filter wrench. Let me go left. Oh my god, hope it's not too complicated. Okay. Oh god, no. Okay, hold on. Oil in the environment is not a good thing. Okay, ready? I'm just gonna pull up. Hold my bike. There you go. Some more oil. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Okay. Now the old oil filter is removed. You want to make sure that this O-ring in here, sometimes it can get attached here. So you want to make sure that's not there, and it's not. And now I'm just going to clean it off as much as I can. Make sure there's no dirt, no sand or dirt. Just make sure it's the most part you want to get. Okay. I want to make sure it's smooth. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Next, you're gonna get your drain bolts, and you're gonna remove that old washer. Every oil change, you want to remove the washer. I'm just take these gloves off for a second and remove this washer. Now it's replaced with a new fresh washer. I'm gonna put back the drain bolts. I don't think you're supposed to. Okay, so I'm just gonna plug her in right there. First, I'm gonna hand tighten it. Hand tighten it, hand tighten it. Okay, it's hand tightened. Now you only want 14 foots, 14 pound foots, whatever, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about, which is just a little half turn, you know. So we're gonna do a little quarter turn here, so you don't, boom, that's all you need. Do not cross thread this. Yeah, you do not want to cross thread that. It's gonna just be a big mess. And now we're gonna go back up to the new oil filter. You just want to put some oil. I know it's gross, but I'm gonna put it around the ring. Just a little bit of oil. I'm a perfectionist, but I need to not overdo it. All right, there's some oil around that lip. Yes. Now I'm just gonna wipe it down one more time, make sure there's no freaking dirt or anything. No sandy dirt, water. Dirt and water is the worst. And now we're just gonna tighten her on. Come on, man. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, I think you don't want it to like jargle or wiggle off when you're riding. I just tied it with my hand. Yeah, you don't want it to rattle off as you're driving. So you make sure it's on nice and tight. Okay, now we could fill her up with some new oil. Let's go. All right. So it takes 2.1 liters of oil to fill up this gas. I mean, to fill up the MT-03 tank. Oh, okay. You'll see this oil is golden and new. And we're gonna fill her up. Kitty litter. Kitty litter. All right, I'll take it from here, guys. Just this is also motorcycle oil, and it's the same 10. Okay, because I was gonna top it off because it is only 946. It is under, like both of them would be under, but I don't want to mix it. Okay, I'm worried about it being a little bit under, but I guess I could fill it up a bit more later on. Okay, very important part is to dispose of the oil efficiently. So we're just gonna take the old oil and put her in here. I need kitty litter. Okay. Well, I'll put some more. Now we just finish it up by putting, there we go, putting back on the belly pan. And it was pretty damn hard to get off. But I'm just gonna tighten as much as I can with like this little leverage thing, this thing. Okay, let's try to tighten it. There you go. let's check the glass over here. 1 second. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Do this. Nice. Now look at the oil. In the glass, it's all golden and is up to half. Perfect. Now you know it looks good. That's how you do an oil change on your Yamaha MT-03. All I did here, this was flashing, and this was at 1100 kilometers. You know, I went to select until this, you know, was flashing and this went blank, and then you go twice more and then hold on to the reset button and it'll flash again, and you hold the reset button again and it goes to 0, and this will tell you how many kilometers you've gone since your last oil change. And we can start her up. And there's my baby. Yamaha MT-03. It's a great starter bike. I already went a little bit faster, but it's good to go. Alright, well, my bike needs its first oil change. Is at about it's like 1100 kilometers, so for the first change. And I don't know why, but I'm really excited to do this oil change. So the first thing you do, I see that this is a Yamaha 2020 MT-03, and I see that the oil light is on for this first 1,000 kilometers, which is a bit over. So I'm just warming up my bike, and I want to check the oil glass, so hold on. Now this part is a little complicated just because the oil glass is right here, but I need to tilt it forward, so I'm going to try to balance this somehow. One sec. So I'm balancing this on my knee in some kind of weird squat, but as I see the oil glass is bouncing out, it is kind of dark and it's also kind of low. So we're going to check it out. We just want to make sure there's no like metallic flakes or it's not cloudy. So 1 second. We need some basic tools here. So what I got is the good old oil drain pan, and you're gonna need a 4mm Allen key for these bolts holding the drain belly pan.